Andrew, and this is episode 388. I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Bendross, and I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show.
Thank you for having us. Hi.
No, the honor's all mine. And now for people who want to know what my talk show's about, the whole point of my talk show is to show people that even with having a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities, that you should never give up and you should prove people wrong. And then you should show people that labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be, and you should prove to them you can still amount to something. That you should hashtag break the labels. So that being said, half hour, 36 minutes of your time. Say anything you want, talk about whatever you want, freedom of speech, freedom of self-expression, and starting off, what can you tell us about yourselves?
I'm Nikkie Bendross. I am the founder and CEO of Nikkie's Guide to a Healthier Lifestyle, LLC. And I am a gluten-free home chef, personal chef. I am a gluten-free foodie. I'm an inspirational speaker, motivational speaker. I wear many hats. I wear so many hats. Sometimes I forget what I do. That's just how busy I am. I am a life coach. I am an actress. I am a plus size model. Oh my gosh, Keith, I thought you were busy. We're running neck and neck, buddy.
Hey, I think you can do laps around me.
Hey, okay. All right. And this is my wonderful stallion.
I'm Eric Bendross, husband of Nikkie Bendross, and we actually almost forgot to mention we also have an internet radio show. So
the Nikkie B Show.
The Nikkie B Show. So we're hosts of that show.
Yes.
But yes, I'm an actor. I am the president and creative director, co-founder of Nikkie's Guide to a Healthier Lifestyle, LLC. So as creative director, I handle the marketing and branding for the company, for the brand. Being an actor, I'm already into production and making short films and films and just all types of creative stuff on the screen. So I take pleasure in that. It's my passion. And I'm also a writer, producer.
Yes.
Like Nikkie B, you have to wear many hats. When you're building an empire, you have to wear many hats.
Absolutely.
And we're also people of faith as well. So that's us in a nutshell, and we're very positive.
Right, body positive. See, I'm a plus size woman, and I love my body. I'm very grateful. Together, we've lost over 500 plus pounds. So if you ever want fitness tips, we tell people all the time, who better than people who've lost 500 plus pounds? And, you know, we also launched a gluten-free cookie line, Nikkie B's Treats and Cuisines. Oh, my gosh, Keith, we have some of the most mouth-watering cookies.
And the brownies.
Yes.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
We have chocolate brownies. We have chocolate cocoa brownies. We have blondies. We have a lot of stuff. We're so busy.
Butter pecan sandies and coffee cookies.
Java. We call them Java cookies.
Yeah.
Also, we have a play. Oh my gosh. We have a lot.
We're producing a stage play about my lovely wife's life. Of course, my role kind of comes in later, you know.
Yes.
But as you can tell, we're light and fun and very positive people. But, you know, things happen in life. You know, things, challenges and things of that nature. So we get into that. We're going to tackle that as well as have a little fun, you know, for those couple of hours in the theater.
Right.
But we're actually raising funds to put that on because we can't do it all by ourselves.
Absolutely.
Not effectively how we want to do it, you know, which is very much in good taste, which is very much with class.
Right.
So if you ever are on Facebook, you know, Nikkie's story, you can get like a little taste of what you would see on the stage. You can hear it because she's narrating part of a caption of her life, you know, where she dealt with domestic violence. Look at me, I'm talking. You can tell.
It's okay. It's okay. Getting out of a marriage, a 20-year marriage plagued with domestic violence, being super morbid obese, just being all around like the Walking Dead. And once I became free from that, I lost the weight. I saw myself. I mean, it's so much, but that's a lot.
Because we didn't tell them I was just over 500 pounds.
Absolutely, yes.
And I'm still working now to get more of it off. But hey, and when I start feeling kind of down about the struggle to get even more off and get down to that ideal weight, people tell me, Eric, you see where you come from,
right?
Where you came from, 500 pounds, and now you're down nearly 200 pounds and stuff. And then Nikki, she was up to around 500 or so.
A lot.
And so it's really an amazing story, an amazing journey. Both of our stories.
But what do we say? Our motto is the struggle is real, but the journey is worth it. And we know you identify with that, because when they look at us as a whole, they don't see us as the norm. It's always the abnorm, and which is far from it.
Yeah.
We're special, period, point blank.
In a real good way.
Right, and we're set aside. We are the new norm. That's right. Yeah. You heard the orange is the new black? No, we are the new norm, period.
That includes you, Keith.
That's right.
You're awesome, too.
Yes, man, you're amazing. If I can high-five you, awesome.
Because we got a chance to watch your show.
You do great work. What's her name when they did a great interview? Yes. Yeah. Great interview.
We saw that. That was good stuff.
Awesome.
And you're so true.
In the 80s. The 80s show. That's the 80s.
I'm sorry, we're just rambling on. You go ahead. So that's us in a nutshell, right?
Right. I like it, keeping it real, keeping it upbeat. And while on the subject, first question I was going to ask you is, how did you create your own talk show, and how did you guys meet?
Ooh, I like that. Ladies first.
So we created our own show on Z100 The Beat. First, we had another show called the Nikkie B Radio Show, and that lasted about a year, and we took a hiatus. But popular demand, they were like, hey, when are you guys coming back? So we were approached by the CEO of Z100 The Beat, Marvin, and he says, DJ Marvin Banks, and he said, hey, listen, you guys need to come back. Everybody's asking for you guys. So this time we decided to come back with bigger and better. I mean, literally, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it outrageously. We got to laugh out loud. We have to have fun with it. So we come with health topics. We come with health. We actually had a designer, Gregory Stitch. He had a learning disability. He's like, oh, and we're like, hey, that doesn't bother us. What matters is that you're making a difference in this world. It doesn't matter if you have the speech pattern of a 2-year-old. You're making a difference in people's lives. You're welcome on the Nikkie B Show. We've had entrepreneurs. Oh my God.
We have the realtor, my cousin Jamie.
We have realtors. We have supermodel. We've had talent managers. We have singers. It is no end to us. Our door is open. We love the underdog. We love who society deems the underdog. That's us. You're welcome on the Nikkie B Show. You have a safe haven, and we will get your story abroad. No matter how far, we will get it on every platform. We do it on Facebook, where we met. We met on Facebook. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Facebook.
So, the conception of it was there was an opportunity. I actually was approaching the manager at the time of the other radio station on the internet about just us being on for an episode. He said, hey, well, what about your own show? Okay. And at first I was setting it up for her, because I'm trying to do strictly my acting thing. So that's why, the Nikkie B Show, and then I came in later because it seems like we're better together.
Right. The banter. They love the banter. They love our chemistry. They love how we kind of finish each other's sentences. We kind of bounce off of each other. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah. And we keep the creator in the center of it.
Right.
The one who formed us in our mother's womb, he has to be involved here,
Yes, absolutely.
Also, about us meeting, which is online. I was in California at the time. She was back in South Florida. And that's originally where I'm from, Miami, Florida.
Miami, yes.
So we started communicating online. First, it was just, very casual, just friends and stuff.
Right.
And then eventually I said, hey, I'm coming back. Yeah, okay. It takes for me.
So I had got out of that marriage. He was it was so ironic. He was in a relationship and so was I. Okay, he was coming out. He was coming out of a relationship. I was still in one, and it's like, okay. He will pop in. Hi, how are you? Great, sir. I'm doing fine, thank you. Because at that time I was wounded and I couldn't see past any of that. It's like, I don't want a man near me. Don't touch me. Don't call me. Just don't. And so after I got out of that and I became better and I became whole because our Creator helped me. And he says, hey, I'm coming back. And I was like, oh, okay, good for you. Would you like to go to church with me? I was like, oh, boy. Because he's not what I was used to. I like him big and ugly. He's big and pretty.
Handsome, yes.
He's totally different. And it's like, wow, okay. You know, people don't understand. When you pray and ask for a mate, God's not going to give you who you want. He's going to give you the person that he feels that you need. Point blank. And I got my yin to my yang. I got my apple to my pie. My sugar to my cane.
Clyde to your Bonnie. Oh,
no,
maybe not.
No, not Bonnie and Clyde. They shoot people.
Okay, no.
Actually, it's funny. I got something I'll show you. It's funny you said yin yang. I went to the. Are you guys in New York or are you on the West Coast?
We're on the East Coast.
Yeah, we're actually
in Georgia.
In Georgia, just southeast of Atlanta.
Well, if you ever come to New York, we should definitely hang out.
Oh, right, yes. The Big Apple.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been wanting to get back there for so long, and we got to take Nikki there for the first time. Yeah. Are you near Times Square?
No, I'm more near upstate New York, so near Woodbury Commons.
Yeah, how about Rochester? I've got family.
From there, it's like 4 hours away.
Whoa! I like the scenic route. We can drive.
Yeah, and go to Buffalo and then make it to Niagara Falls.
But when we go to Buffalo, we got to get buffalo wings.
Yes, that's totally authentic. Yeah.
You know, it's funny when you guys should definitely. I apologize how I sound when I don't do my interviews. My disability shows more, so I try to hide that. But
no, you're
you
fine.
guys,
we didn't see anything. You're fine.
Yeah, you're
great.
awesome, man.
Never point out your flaws, honey. They make you who you are. You are just fine. And shake it off and keep it moving.
You're an inspiration. I tell you, man. How many shows did you say?
388. But officially, it's 600 plus.
Yeah, officially it's 600 plus.
Yes, officially.
Officially.
We paid attention. Don't worry, you're great. You in great company.
No, I appreciate it, and you guys should go to Anthony Lane Park to do this around the summertime. I can send you the link. It's the Native American.
Nice.
It's at Anthony Lane Park. It's the Native American Festival, and it's funny. I always called myself a human yin yang. So when I saw this at the table, I was like, I have to get it. Because I am a personal yin yang, because I do something good, but as soon as I do something good, I do something stupid. So I pretty much balance myself out.
But you know what I love about you, Keith? Your honesty.
Right.
It's pureness, you know?
It shines through.
Yeah, even in what the world may call your flaws. See, we always do this. We turn something bad around for our good.
We say embrace them.
And so we're going to say the same thing about you. So instead of saying, you know, not telling you how to talk, but we're going to say instead of doing something stupid, you have a learning opportunity or
a learning experience.
Learning experience. Yeah. Yeah, because you're good, man.
You're covered in awesome sauce. Don't forget that.
I appreciate it. You guys would think this is funny. It used to bother me, but unfortunately, it's kind of true. My brother came up with a slogan for me called DWK. And it says driving with Keith. And and whatever the reason is, whoever's with me ends up getting into an accident. Not like something bad. It's like something that. Okay, we went to my uncle's house for Passover. And I was telling my sister, you know, turn this way, don't go that way, because that way is a dead end. So this ain't your dead end, and you're the street we're supposed to go. just using you guys for an example. So you're the dead end. He said, don't go down that way. You have to turn around anyway. And then when we point over to you, he said, this is where we're going. You have to go this way. So he was outside, like, what do you want? She's backing up. You see, he ends up hitting someone's car. And it drives away.
Oh.
And unfortunately, yesterday, it was kind of like an omen, because when my dad went to ShopRite, and the bag cat litter opened up and ripped in the back of his car. So that should have been a tip-off right there that something wasn't right. So we were going out later. I had to go get my check from my retail store. I can tell you off the air. And I said something to him, and next thing you know, he turns the wheel in the direction of my sister's car, and he ends up backing into the car. Not once, but that happened a couple years ago, too. So,
oh, wow.
So, yeah, so DWK, it's kind of something everyone likes joking around about.
Wow. Well, I say this, at least you got a story to tell. A very interesting story.
Yeah, you do.
Entertaining and engaging. Wow,
Very.
You got to tell that on our show.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Actually, I usually save this for the end, but I'm going to actually now then we can take a quick commercial break. As when I first approached you guys to be a guest on my talk show, what was your first reaction? And I'm going to ask you this again at the end, but what was your first reaction when I approached you? Your honest reaction.
Well, I actually, your message, because this was on Messenger or Facebook Messenger, at first it went into the other box, like the ones, when you're not friends, and it kind of automatically spams your people like that, their messages. So I didn't see it at first. So some time went by, and then I happened to because every once in a while I look in that particular box. And I thought it was really cool, because to be honest, I've been wanting to get us more press, more interviews, because we both have this powerful and profound message to get out. And any way to touch people's lives in a positive way is always a great thing. So saw your message and I was like, this is really cool. So then, and then I saw what you wrote, showing how individuals with learning disabilities or disabilities, period, showing how they can make something of themselves.
Right.
And I'm like, that's such an admirable cause. In this world where there's a lot of corruption, there's a lot of negativity, which we were very limited about speaking, even acknowledging it. But you have to, because it's there. So you're always looking behind door number 2. Hey, is this guy real? Is he really this good message and good thing that he's doing? Is it real deal? How much do I have to pay? Or what, and sometimes it's okay to pay for things if you're going to get what's coming to you. It's not just some scam. So long story short, you're the real deal. We're here on your show right now, and we're loving it.
A ray of light. As people who society deems as different, we have to be that beacon of hope, that beacon of light to show them, hey, that's not the way. We're here, and we're not going anywhere. Period, point blank. We're the same as you are. You either love it, hate it, look at it, look away. Either way, we're still going to be here. So
we exist, and we live, and we thrive.
And we're normal.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I ask you 2 more hard-hitting questions, and I'm going to pass the show over to you guys.
Okay.
Awesome.
Friends of mine, Eric and Nikkie Bendross, and I just want to say thank you for sticking with us.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for having us. We're excited. Great stuff.
Great energy. Glad to still be here.
So my last 2 questions for you, then we're going to pass the show over to you, and you can ask me anything and promote everything you want. The first question I was going to ask you is social media. Can social media make you or break you? And for your talk show, does it matter about your message or your following?
Ooh, so for social media, it can do both. It can make you and break you. It can help you, but if the slightest hint of any controversy, it'll break you. We talked about that. Anytime you veer away from that cookie cutter image that you created, and they catch you having just a sip of a tequila or something, the media eats you alive. And then before you know it, your following has dropped. People have left your groups, and you just out there by yourself in the wilderness.
And they're talking about you. Or this can happen too. But it's going to take you away from your message,
right,
away from what you stand for. And if you're willing to ride the wave, that's fine. Yeah, so you can get that initial hit. Say it depends upon your brand, what you've promoted and placed yourself out there to be.
Right.
So if you've done, as my wife said, that cookie cutter image, and now you get caught doing something salacious or
swinging on a pole in the strip club.
Yeah.
No.
So you're gonna take a hit initially, but hey, this might turn you to where that type of image, because for some reason in this world, we like
grunge.
Not us, but yeah,
grunge.
People like grunge, the
grind.
dirty, the grime. And they just feed off it, and they want more. So then you can ride that wave and become successful in that, maybe even more so than your squeaky clean image. But we're not promoting that.
So. Now, as far as our show, to answer your second question, our message is more important than our following. We want to always make sure we project the right message, because if that one person that's hearing your message can pass that along to 1 million people. So, and that your following can be built from there.
Doing the right thing.
So,
doing from the heart too.
So I believe the message says it all. The message. We don't ever want to project having mess. Unless our mess turns into a message, no. We prefer that. The message is where it's at.
And so that's the piggyback off of that. So the emphasis, although we want followers, because like my wife said, that one follower can spread it to many more, millions, but you want to also stay true to yourself, right, and what you stand for. And it should be something admirable, should be something that people can truly look up to.
Authentic. It should be authentic.
Real deal. But so when you find yourself putting more weight on how many followers I have, then that's when the compromise, you compromising yourself, comes in at. It'll maybe start small at first,
right,
oh man, maybe if I do this and cut this corner or do that, I'll get more followers, So you always have to stay true. Just like companies have a mission statement that they adhere to, that's how they know how to stay on track. You putting your message first is how you're going to stay on track.
Because once you start cutting corners, you're cutting your content, you're cutting the very thing that you stand for. So no. The message.
The first thing I'm going to ask you as well on the subject is, when I know I said this before, but I was kind of go back on it. One, what is your honest opinion about my show? Do you think this is just a mask? Do you think I'm 100% authentic? What is your honest opinion?
My honest opinion of you, Keith, I think that you're genuine. I think that you have a message to get out. And I believe your door is open, and you will like to tell people stories. I just think you're an all-around good guy. I don't know you super personally, although, that might change with us. But definitely, from looking at all of your episodes, you come off as a honest individual who really just wants the world to know, hey, don't judge me by my diagnosis.
Yes.
Don't do that. Judge me by my works. Judge me by how I can make a difference in this world. That's what I gathered from you.
Yeah, I get this really rich sense of honesty. When I can't emphasize that enough.
Right.
There's certain things that I've heard you say that some people would try to sugarcoat, or some people would hold back. And it's like, in the way you say it, and you can tell your intention is good. It's not meant to hurt. And there's nothing that you've said that I know of that's hurt anybody, but it's just this genuine honesty. And I think that where other people would try to conceal, you're like, hey, this is me.
And don't feel sorry for me. That's all I get. Also, don't you treat me any different because the doctor says this about me. Treat me as a human being, not as someone who has challenges according to the textbook.
Right.
No, absolutely. Now, before I pass the show over to you guys, the last question I was going to ask you is, do you think I'm trying to find a words for it. What do you think, that I'm kind of like a YouTube celebrity, or do you think I'm still working my way up?
I would say a little bit of both. You got some sensationalism to you. You got a nice following, but also you're still making improvements along the way.
Yeah. 180 plus subscribers, Hey, I don't know if
I don't even think I have that.
Yeah. So, and it's always room for improvement.
It is. So, that's with everybody.
It's really good that, like my wife said, like Nikki B said, it's a little bit of both. You're there, but then you can go higher and keep going higher, more and more.
Failure is not an option. So with you just keep aiming high. You keep climbing high, just like you're doing now. Don't forget to pull people up with you.
Yes.
What you're doing right now is you're paying it forward. You're pulling people up with you. You're taking that step and you're saying, hey, okay, look, come with me. You keep doing it. Keep putting in the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you hang on for 1 second?
Sure.
Sometimes I kind of wish I had my own studio. Like, anything can happen live. But,
right.
It just, I don't know. It's like, hey, you've got to open the door. Might as well just close it, right?
It's so good.
All right. So, basically, actually, I got a little trophy I'd like to show you guys.
Okay.
The reason why I'm up anyway. I might as well show you. Pretty much, when I first did the talk show, I came to 300. And I could have gotten something like little dinky little things, this could be season 1. This could, if you watch my shows, I did this. This could be season 2. Instead of doing that, I was like, well, I am a wrestling fan, so I am proud to reintroduce once again the KeithAndrewNetWork. I keep going back and forth.
That's in the show.
The intro. That is awesome.
I keep going back and forth saying the KeithAndrewNetWork Championship, or or I may get a second one and call it the KeithAndrewNetWork World Title. So right now, I guess it says Championship. Might as well just call it the KeithAndrewNetWork Championship.
Look at you!
That's the story.
Awesome.
Well, I was wondering about that because we were watching this on our TV,
right,
on YouTube, and I was like, "What is that championship? What is that about?" So he just explained it right there. You took one of our questions when you.
That's
you
it
turned
right
the
there
show.
Because we saw it and we were leaning in like, "Is that a wrestling belt?"
Well, to be honest, this belt is a symbol of everything I accomplish, and it's a perfect example. It's if a kid who's mentally disturbed, handicapped, retarded, whatever labels they want to throw at you, labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be. So you should prove to them, #break the labels. It doesn't matter who you are, you should just prove to them, hey, if a kid with a disability can do 600 and plus interviews and do it over, and now be up to another nearly 400. If you have the heart and passion for it, you should go and do it. If that makes any sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Yes.
So you stole my question. That was one question. So our second question was.
Oh, well, have you turned over the?
Oh, did you turn it over to us yet? I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Did you turn the show over to us already?
Yes.
See, I told you. I didn't overstep. I heard Keith say time for you guys to take the reign.
Okay.
I heard.
Awesome.
So you took our first question. Our second question was, what drives you? And what inspires you? I know that's kind of what drives you is what's your passion for doing this?
All right. Well, I do have one question for you afterwards, your honest opinion, but reason I've been doing this is for the longest time I was using my disability as a crutch. Is that, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that, I'm not going to college because I only have a high school degree. I don't have a GED. So even if I did go to college, and this is all true, I'm not, doing a sob story or anything. This is all true. Keeping it real.
Hey.
And basically, I'm like, well, if I don't want to go to a 2-year school, work on a refrigerator, or work on a car, or learn a trade. I may do that down the road, but I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. And, just trying to find the words for it, I'll draw on a blank. It's just basically saying, yes, I was using it as a disability as a long time. Say, like I said, don't have to go to college, don't have to take these special exams or whatever. And I was like a boomerang. I throw it, don't have to do it. And when the boomerang comes back, it whacks you upside the head. You realize that you're not a kid anymore, and you need to get your head out of your ass. And
all right now.
No one's going to be here to hold your hand. So basically, for the longest time, like I said, used to disability as a crutch. Can't do this, can't do that. And I was like, I don't want to sit around collecting disability money. I want to show people I can amount to something. I used my dad for an inspiration. He was assistant principal for 36 years. I used one of my siblings for an inspiration. He got to travel around the world. And my dad, he had Wesley Snipes in his class. Hey, don't mind me, I'm going to put this down. It's kind of heavy, and it's kind of taking away from the point of the show.
Yeah.
But basically, my dad had Wesley Snipes in his class. Around the corner, Jour went to school. My dad met Al Pacino. He had lunch with Al Pacino. He met Tony Bennett. He was on the parade with Mayor Giuliani. It then, one of my other siblings went to, Russia. He went to England. Over these great things. He thinks I'm an ass kisser, but I do use him for inspiration. So, but basically, I'm saying, I'm turning a weakness into a strength. Just saying, labels, you can label me whatever you want, but I'm going to show you that's not going to define who I am and who I'm going to be. Make a long story short.
Amen to that.
Absolutely.
He made a stand and he meant that. I like that.
I love it. So my next question for you, Keith, is what do you, aside from all this showbiz stuff, interviews and stuff, just you, Keith, what do you like to do? What activities?
Well, I am a wrestling fan, and so I've been trying to get a hold of the WWE, trying to get on their radar at least. I know I can't be a professional wrestler, but hey, maybe I can be a broadcast announcer, and that leads into the question I'm going to ask you in a couple minutes. It's basically, I'm showing people just because I'm a human yin-yang and do something good or do something bad. It's like Guardians. Do a little good, do a little bad, see where it goes. So I'm kind of like, have that mentality. But what makes me happy is I make videos, I like interacting with some people, you guys, and I'm just like doing a good thing. Because when I die, I would like to say I left a mark. Not saying I want to be an A-lister, but I just want to say if somebody remembers me, that one person who made a difference.
That's right. I love it.
You know what? Even more so, like for recreation, you mentioned, you said video games and stuff.
I said WWE.
Yeah, WWE. So, like, do you listen to music? Like, is music your thing as well?
What genre?
Mostly rock, classical rock, 80s, early 90s. Anything that has a good beat to it.
All right. Yeah. You like to cut a rug. I see. Okay.
Oh, do you dance?
Not really.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got soul, man. I can feel it.
Well, my last question to you guys, my last subject I'm going to ask you, and then we can talk off the air, is do you think I'm good enough to be on Fox News, CNN, or get to the point where I'm good enough to work with big name companies? Or, for an example, I'll turn that question around on you now, is do you have sponsors, and do you feel like it's time for you to get more exposure on TV?
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, and yes.
And wait, first with you, I already see it.
Yes.
Yeah, like that's a definite. Without you even finishing that question, I could have jumped in and said, "Yes, man, I can see you
on
a
CNN.
major,
We can see you on
Fox
ABC.
News.
I can see you at the wrestling going, okay, what's his name? I'm not your boy toy. Who's that? Is that Shawn Michaels?
That's Shawn Michaels. Yeah, we can see you with these guys.
Totally.
You know. Up there, mainstream, totally, absolutely. Like you said, playing on your strengths. You're really cool, man. You've got it.
You're like the it factor, man.
Just don't give up.
Don't let anything stop you. You got this, bro. It's yours.
You've got it.
Yes.
And to turn that around on us. Exactly. We are striving for more exposure, and we can all get there together. There's enough success, enough money, if that's people's thing. That's not the only thing we're looking for. There's enough of all that stuff for us to all make it.
Sponsorships, yes.
Yeah, sponsorships. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely sponsorships. The goal is to get the positivity message, everything on every available platform, every social medium. That's where we would like to see ourselves, and yes, having our own network show.
Yeah, own TV show.
Period. On all the network shows, they want us. We don't want them. They want us. High demand. But it's the truth. You have to see yourself. My husband always says that. You have to see yourself successful. If you can't see it, you can't achieve it. You won't even dream. You gotta see it. And what's here will manifest here and eventually manifest here in the atmosphere. You got to speak it.
And you got to believe it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, my
you
last
see
question.
us across the silver screen. Watch.
My last question, last question, but has two parts to it. The first part is, would you want to be on TV, or do you want to be on one of those apps, number one? And what are some... And especially for me, because I've been hitting like a roadblock, because I've been using LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, States 32 to network. What websites would you recommend for people out there? Say, use this to get more people. Is there any websites that helped you get to where you are right now?
Well, I first want to say you got to invest in yourself. So look for those opportunities that don't hit your pocket hard, of course, but then like investing in your own website. We each have our own paid website. Get your domain, like ericbendross.com. I have that.
Or nikkiesguide.net.
Yeah. And, if you have to build it yourself, whatever it takes, as long as, again, you're not compromising yourself and your beliefs, and you're not hurting nobody, not disrespecting nobody, whatever it takes, you do it to keep climbing that ladder, keep going higher. So, all of those, we work those all. Facebook, and this can lead us in, I guess, to how can people get a hold of us. Eric Bendross, Nikkie Bendross, or Nikkie B. The Nikkie B Show, and that's Nikkie with the E on the end of it.
Nikkie.
Yeah, get that right, because a lot of people spell it Nikki. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter,
Instagram is Instagram has helped me a lot because I'm into gluten-free foods. A lot of people on there love the food. So hashtags. Oh, like you said, hashtag break the chain, break the
label.
Break the label.
I love that.
Okay, so hashtags are the best. Literally, when I hashtag something, I have a lot of traffic is driven on mainly Instagram. Twitter, Twitter is kind of it depends on the content. If you have like like myself a juicy plate of food, a lot of people jump on it. Or if it's like an inspirational post, but most likely if it's just your regular content, they don't jump on it. They like to see new and refreshing stuff. New, always engaging. Try to always one up yourself. Facebook if you run the occasional ad promotions, yeah, you'll get traffic there. But like Eric said, invest in yourself. Don't be afraid to spend a couple dollars here and there, but you have to
be strategic though with
Definitely.
it. Don't just throw money away.
Don't be willy-nilly.
Don't just get reckless and I'm gonna buy this ad and that ad
No.
and then just you're in a hole and have nothing to show for it, you know?
Target your areas. Figure out your areas and target the specific areas.
I posted this up that to be a successful businessman or business person, you also have to be a psychologist. So meaning you have to know what people want, what they react to. A lot of advertising and connecting with people is feeling.
Right.
Believe it or not, how you make people feel, that's how you get that response. So you have to get into the minds of people. What triggers these certain types of responses? What triggers people to buy? What triggers people to hit that like button, to comment, to engage your content?
Absolutely.
So that actually brings even more people. You know, also having something to sell or something to offer is important too. Like again, we have Nikkie B's Treats and Cuisines.
Yes.
The gluten-free treats, you know.
The cookbooklet. The
cookbooklet. We're having the cookbook is coming soon.
We have another cookbook, and we also have another novel that's coming out. So it always one up yourself. Be your own be your own competition.
Yes. You know, again, the stage play. We have actually a GoFundMe up for that.
Yes.
GoFundMe.com. You know, just look up Mr. Wonderful, the stage play, and it's a very engaging story on Nikkie's life and how she overcame. So we definitely want the opportunity to produce that and put that on. We just got to raise the funds.
Also, sleep. You will lose sleep. To be successful, sleep is almost non-existent because you're constantly putting in the work. You're constantly putting. I actually had someone say to me, "Oh my God!" When they met me in person, they ran, "Oh my God! Oh my God! It's her!" I was like, "Oh." Yeah. Because once you get to that level where people are just like, "It's you," it's like, "Oh my gosh." Yeah. The hard work is starting, not paid off. It's starting to pay off, which means you have to work twice as hard to reach your own bar and then some.
Yeah.
Set your own bar.
Endurance. I just talked about this on our show earlier today. You have to, you're going to be dealt some blows. That just comes with the territory.
Absolutely.
You're going to have discouraging moments. And I don't have to tell you this. This is more for your viewers and our viewers and listeners, because you've done over 600 episodes, you know.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. So you know about that. Stand in the game, no matter what comes your way, being dealt blows, being told no and no again and no again and countless no's, and it's like you're still in the fight. Eventually, something has to break. Something has to happen in your favor in a major way. So that's where we're at too. You know, we've accomplished a lot of things. Like even in my acting career, I was on network TV a number of times. You know, South Beach Toe. I almost got away with it.
Yes,
you know,
Wives with Knives.
Yeah, Wives with Knives. On the ID channel, you know, I had principal roles.
Right, absolutely.
You know, roles with lines, and this stuff can be looked up. Google me, you know, Google Nikkie B. We just recently released her new demo reel.
Oh, yeah.
And she's got the chops, you know. She is an amazing actress.
Thank you.
As well as all the other things that she does. And that's another thing that you have to do. Although my passion is acting, I've learned that I have to also get on the production side, because sometimes people aren't just going to give you the part. They're not just going to give you something.
You got to create it.
Make your own
way.
Opportunity.
Make it yourself.
Just like you're doing right now. You're creating your own opportunity, and you keep doing that.
No, absolutely. Now, wrapping up our talk show segment, it was a real honor and privilege to have you guys as a guest, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys down the road.
Thank you so much for having us. We had a great time with you. Keep up. Keep doing it. Don't stop. You're too legit to quit. Keep going.